You guys need to listen up before you guys go to sleep. In today's forecast, we're taking a look at another tropical storm that will form in the northern Atlantic and in the tropics. But not only that, the National Hurricane Center is issuing two new tropical storms that are possible to capable of preparing for war in the Caribbean Sea and in this area. But, but that won't go down because we will take you guys further information as we go further in today's forecast. But we are also going to take a look at more snow that is going to be taking over the U.S., which we have not been imagining since yesterday or a couple of past days. So if you guys are further in today's forecast, without further, let's get started with today's forecast. So welcome back, guys, to Mr. Weather Forecast. And today, I know you guys been asking me where did this going. Now, you guys are ready. What's going on? Now, later in that day, you guys been thinking, is there more tropical storms? Yes, there is. Because why? The National Hurricane Center did issue a huge, at least two tropical storms that are preparing for war into the Caribbean Sea and in this area. Not talking about real war, but war of tropical storms. And this is what I called the war of the tropics, which is a new thing I call it. I call this the tropical war, which you guys have not imagined. When did I set this? I said it right now because I invented the name. Alright, but still, the tropical activity is still going on as there is still more activity in the National Hurricane Center as they issued it. But if we are taking a look, we're going to take a look at the radar data since we have issued it, or they just issued it from the National Weather Service or National Hurricane Center. But if we take a look, we go backwards, you can see that there is a few tropical storms that is way active right now. But if we take a look, you see that there is this new tropical storm going on in the Caribbean Sea, and there's another one that happened up there. But this one is going down here, somewhere in the south, maybe like somewhere around here. But there's another one forming right down there that is about to form. And there's two, at least one, two, at least two of them are preparing for real deals. But if we take a look at the National Hurricane Center, you can see that there is two main ones that we are going to have to be worrying about. But if we take a look further, you can see that there's two of them. So if we take a look, we're going to take a look on disturbance 1, 15% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days. So through the southwestern Atlantic, a, a trough of low pressure stretching from the eastern northern Caribbean northward to the southwestern Atlantic continues to produce a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear conducive for some gradual subtropical development of this system, and is a subtropical depression that could form while it drifts into the northward during the next few couple of days. While this system is going to be forecasted to become a mender over the subtropical western to the Atlantic and the west and southwest of Bermuda, the upper level winds are forecasted to become the less conductive for development of this system by the end of the weekend. But this formation chance will be 48 hours and medium 40% chance. And not only that, it is also 40% chance and throughout the 5 days, which is medium for 50% chance. But this is also another one which we have to be worrying about in the Caribbean Sea, which there is a low pressure expecting in the eastern Caribbean Sea this weekend. But these environmental conditions will be forecasted to be conductive for some gradual development down here. But if we just take further notice, you see that this is not only happening from down here, but it's also going out for 48 hours. But the percent chance throughout the days or the hours will be 0% chance, but the days will be medium into a 40% chance throughout the 5 days. But this will only happen somewhere. Maybe this will generally move somewhere in the westward to the west northwestward over the central Caribbean Sea. So anywhere else watching this, anywhere else who are in these areas, I don't know, anywhere else these areas may experience tropical activity. But it's not gonna be but it's not heading anywhere else here or heading anywhere else up there because these don't last that long. But if we just take further notice, we're gonna click on one of these. We're gonna click on this one, which gives us good percentage. You can see there's a 50% chance to go up there, but it won't go further. But if we click off of it, you can see that there's another one, but this one is actually heading this way, but it's going to fade away afterwards, and it's going to be a 50% chance as well. It's also a second percent. But this is also another one that we're going to take a look at the Eastern Pacific, which unfortunately or fortunately, there is no cyclone activity. This one, there is no cyclone activity as well. So Hawaii and the Eastern Pacific, you guys are going to be in good shape. But in the Atlantic, there is no good shape because there's war in the tropics. Now, if we take a look on this one, which I've not been using this for a while in one of my videos, we take a look, you can see that there is a few activities. You can see right there that there is still a lot of activity we're going to have to be worrying about, but that's not the case because we're going to take a look on a different one so you guys can listen where it's going. Now, but if we take a look on a different one, which is like a shade, like one of those shades, you see that there is another one down here. Well, not another one, but it's the same thing. We go further, you see that this one is moving down there, but it will hit there, but it will later fade away, but to make now matters worse, there is another one up here that is about to formate, which I'll take it off right there. You can see that there it is. Start to attempt to formate it, but later will dissipate as it goes further up there. Now, if we take a look on this one, you'll see the timer and the date and everything else. Don't worry about the date. I got you on the time. But still, we are still going to be on an outlook for these two of them that are in war, but not clearly in real war, but war of the tropics. If you guys are experiencing this, we are going to get further and we're going to probably do a live stream on the satellite imagery so you guys can look at the satellites and if there is a huge change on it, but we will make sure you guys are up to date. And if we have not noticed yet, we have snow. And why is there snow? Because there is a lot of activity going on in the northwestern and the southwestern of the U.S. So by taking more evidence, we're going to take a look at the radar data, which is provided from weathermodels.com. If you guys want that link, all you need to do is get the link from the description down below so you guys can get it. So as always, let's go further. So if we take a look, you see that there is a few snows activity, which I will pull up the U.S., which we'll put it in the north. I'm going to say like somewhere in the northeastern or the northwestern side. You see in the northwestern side, you see that there's there. But if we go further, you see that all that snow is formating from up here from the Canada all the way going down in the U.S. But if we put further on the U.S., you can see that there is still snow that we have to be, well, not concerned, but according to the models, we will make sure we are up to date. So as you can see, there is Canada, and you can see Canada is making a lot of snow, but when it goes down, this snowfall will become your dream. Well, sort of a dream, but sometimes your dream may turn into a nightmare after snow goes further and takes over roads, and roads become slippery, and visibility will become very lower than you expected. But if we go further, you can see that there's not much snow, but if we go further and further, you see that there's snow going on in Canada. But down here, there is just rain in Texas and activity still going on here. And as you see, there is still some snow active, but that's not the case because if we take another one, which we'll take a look on the GFS on this one, you can see this is where the current snow is going on. So we go backwards. So as you can see, probably somewhere, let's go backwards so you guys can be more clear. So probably somewhere around Thursday. By Thursday, maybe sometime on Thursday, you may experience a few snow down up there, and probably somewhere in the portions of the, let me see, what place was that? I think it was New Mexico. Yeah, it was. So anywhere else up there, anywhere else here in this area, such as the south or in the mid. Let me see if we can get that location. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm forgetting my location because I've been away for a while, but not to worry, I will be remembering as we go further. All right. Alright, I got the name of it because I literally keep forgetting it. But still, we will not forget it as long as we get it. So now there is going to be some snow going on in the north, in the somewhere in the portions of the northern, in the northwestern and the southwestern of Colorado, and some of them going on in Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho, and a few of them may happen in Montana, somewhere in Washington, and some of you guys may happen in Oregon. But up there, this is where all Canada gets a lot of snow. But if we go further, you see probably somewhere by Friday, which we will take a look. By Friday, New Mexico gets snow as well, which is somewhere in the portions of the north central of New Mexico. But if we go further, probably by Saturday, there's still like the same type of snow, and this is where you guys are going to be expecting to get snow. And some of you guys, maybe somewhere in Washington, in the northwestern side of Washington, you may experience snow as well. Maybe let's see if we go further. We just put it on if we go into the northwestern of the U.S., if we push further, you may also experience it. So just to make sure up there, after Saturday goes on, you may experience maybe at least 13, 13 to 11, maybe like 13 to 11 inches of snow, which is up there. You may experience maybe like, I don't know, somewhere around 11 to 13 and 15 inches of snow up there, but there's no way possibility you guys may reach up there because this is all heavy. Because if you guys reach up there, you guys may experience blizzard afterwards. But still, down here, if you guys live anywhere else right there, you may experience probably at least 1 inch to 2 inches of snow, but that won't be a big cause of a deal. But this one, we'll probably need to be on a lookout for the snow, since in the northwestern side of the U.S. may experience maybe at least maybe 11 to 13 to 15 inches of snow, but we will be on the lookout for the northwestern side of the U.S. But not only that, we're also take a look at the long out forecasted snow or storm, out forecast storm, which we did not look for a long time because I was gone for a while. But not to brag, I am okay, guys. I'm okay, guys. I'm not like gone forever. I'm back. But still, after the storm went to the northeastern, but not to worry, the storm has passed away, but this one, there's no big deal against the convective outlook once. So if we take a look on the storm prediction center, you can see that there is less activity. So, but if you go on day 2, this one will be shocking. Well, not shocking afterwards, but there is a marginal risk for the portions of the southwestern side of Texas. But we will have a 2% chance of tornadoes, which is not really of a big deal. Which is issued for Del Rio, Texas, Kerrville, Texas, Brownwood, Texas, Uvalde, Texas, and Fredericksburg, Texas, and for the wind threats are at least 5% chance, similar to Lubbock, and Albuquerque, Wichita Falls, Midland, and San Angelo on the 5% chance. But for the hail risk is going to be for the same areas, except that were not included in the wind. Or yeah, it is okay, including for Lubbock, Albion, Wichita Falls, Midland, and San Angelo. Sorry if I cannot pronounce it correctly. I am very sorry if I don't pronounce it because I'm not from the areas. But on day 3, we'll have another marginal risk for the portions of the southeastern of Texas, which includes for Houston, Pasadena, Beaumont, College Station, and Sugarland. But for the probabilities will be a 5% chance, so there won't be a big deal. But we are still gonna make sure you guys are in your safe spots if necessary. For day 4 to 8, you guys will experience no storms for these areas throughout 4 to 8 days. So you guys are gonna be in the marginal risk, which is not really of a huge risk. I am gonna be uploading a video of the risks and the tornadoes and everything else, but but I will upload them in probably like in the spring because I was too late to not upload any of those videos. But I will upload them in the spring, probably just early, so you guys can learn more earlier than later. So, but still, you guys still gotta learn them earlier because later you may probably forget it. So, guys, this will wrap up with today's video. I know you guys wanted me to make it a little longer, but I have to go to sleep because it is 8:05, as you always know, as you see, it is 8:05 in the afternoon, or evening or nighttime. I still have to go to bed, but I will be back by tomorrow. If I can go live, I will try to go live again. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for the supporting. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, goodbye, guys, and let's go Storm Raiders. Let's go Storm Raiders. Bye, guys.